Welcome to episode number 322 of Category 5 Technology TV. It's Tuesday, the 19th of November, 2013. Great to see you. I'm Robbie Ferguson.
And I'm Hillary Rumble, coming at you with some hot topics in the news. China still has the world's fastest supercomputer. It's true. Twitter is bringing its emergency alert services to users in the United Kingdom. Yahoo has announced they will encrypt all user information moving between their data centers. And lastly, Eugene Kaspersky has confirmed virus infections on the International Space Station Windows machines. Ooh, stick around because these stories are coming up later in our show.
And to be fair, Kaspersky is a very difficult name to pronounce.
Kaspersky.
We'll get you for it later. Kaspersky. That's what we will learn tonight, folks. How to read Kaspersky. All right, hey, what else have we got? Okay, tonight we are going to learn to create a waiting room worthy music playing system that you can access from any web browser within your LAN. Also, we've got those Eco Alkalines batteries we're giving away tonight. If you got your ballot in, yes, be ready to win. If you didn't, why?
Snooze, you lose.
Why? You want free stuff, right?
Of course.
I got lots of free stuff. So stick around. It's going to be an awesome show. Don't go anywhere.
This is Category 5 Technology TV. Starring Sasha Dermatis, Hillary Rumble, Krista Wells, Eric Kidd, and your host, Robbie Ferguson.
At Eco Alkalines, we believe you should be able to trust your batteries not just here, but here, and here. But with one exception, you should also be able to trust your batteries here. Eco Alkalines are the world's first and only certified carbon-neutral battery manufactured to the highest standards of recycling and quality, without any trace amounts of harmful chemicals like mercury, lead, or cadmium. Eco Alkalines provide performance that rivals leading national alkaline battery brands at a comparable price. Find out more about the Eco Alkalines difference. EcoAlkalines.com.
Broadcasting since 2007, Category 5 Technology TV has grown year after year, faithfully bringing viewers hundreds of one-hour episodes focused on helping with their tech questions, assisting with the migration to Linux and other open-source alternatives, presenting new and interesting tech products, and providing insightful interviews and demonstrations. All this is provided free of charge. We are now in our 7th season, and it's time to improve the viewing experience. Make the show look and sound great. We continue our focus on fun, educational broadcasting. Stand with us as we build a brand new studio for Category 5 Technology TV. Bringing Category 5 TV to the world with better visuals, full 1080p video, and a permanent sound-isolated studio. We have big dreams, and we want you to be a part of them. Please support Category 5 Technology TV. Visit cat5.tv/studio to be a part of our crowdfunding campaign for a limited time. With contributor perks brought to you in part by Category 5 Technology TV. Bag to Nature compostable garbage bags. Eco Alkalines environmentally responsible batteries. Free Play human-powered devices. NetTalk Duo 2 with free calls to the USA and Canada and no monthly phone bill. And the Android-powered Rico Magic Mini PC. We thank you for your support. Please visit cat5.tv/studio today.
This is Category 5 Technology TV, and I'm Robbie Ferguson.
And I'm Hillary Rumble, welcoming you to our show. And as you just saw, our little spot for our recent fundraising efforts, I just want to thank everyone who has contributed thus far to make our big studio change and development a possibility. We are slowly getting there, but we still do need more support. That is true, but we certainly really applaud and thank you for those who have already helped us out with that.
We've actually had 56 contributions so far.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we do greatly thank you for your support. We're a long ways off from our goal. We've got 11 days to go, and there are a lot of us. There's a lot of people watching, and there are some great perks. We've mentioned it before, but we've got some NetTalk Duo 2s. Ooh. These give you free long-distance calling in Canada and the U.S., or you can get 2 of them if you want, send one overseas, and then you've got free calling overseas to your friend, to family members, loved ones, etc. That can be, yours with a small contribution to Category 5 Technology TV. We've got EcoAlkaline's Responsible batteries that we're giving away there as well. Free play, human-powered devices, flashlights that you crank up. You never have to put batteries in them ever.
Cool.
How great is that?
Great.
So those are just perks that sponsors provide in order to thank you for your contribution to Category 5 Technology TV. So as you contribute, you'll receive something as thanks in return as well, if you so desire. Of course, you can also contribute without having to receive something in exchange, but that's all there too. So cat5.tv/studio. We thank you.
Thank you very much.
Well, I'm going to show you our mobile QR code. There it is, m.cat5.tv. Make sure you scan that code, and you can visit our mobile website with your mobile device, even your tablet. You can watch live, you can listen live, you can watch on-demand video of past episodes of Category 5 Technology TV. It's all there.
It is all there.
Don't miss it.
And Category5.tv is a member of the Tech Podcast Network. If it's tech, it's here. And you can check that out, cat5.tv/TPN. And we are also a member of the International Association of Internet Broadcasters. And for more info on that, you can check that out at cat5.tv/IAIB. I got the acronym wrong. IAIB.
There you go. There are links on our website as well. Category5.tv is our website. Want to show you something exciting?
Ooh.
Guess what?
What?
There's another season of Category 5 that's available for you on demand. And I know that it's getting old. It's season 4. But season 4 in its entirety is available for you absolutely free through our website, Category5.tv. So if you joined us recently and you haven't caught there you are, a Christmas episode with a Christmas baby.
Oh, what? Oh, the Christmas baby.
Yeah. So there it is. Season 4 is available for you. We're going back to 2010. We've been doing this since 2007. And so what we've been working on is getting those back episodes, all the old episodes, up and running for you so that on demand you can watch them. There are, it's clear that they're older episodes,
right?
3-4 years old, but there are still some really great topics there. For example, in season 4, we had the web development series where we actually taught you a little bit of PHP, a little bit of graphic design. All those things still ring true. Sure, some of the software has been updated and there are new versions. We're not on PHP 4, we're on version 5.4. But the ideas, the concepts are still there. They're right on our website, Category 5.
It's bringing back the memories.
Yeah, I'm already working on, seeing Christy there.
Yeah.
Thinking about the weather now. It was snowing the other day. Yeah. Speaking of old friends.
Yes.
Greetings. In our chat room tonight, I just happened to notice that Blackheim is joining us tonight.
Back from...
Great to see you.
Who knows where you've been, but we've missed you.
Where you been? How you been? How you doing? Nice to see you.
Thank you for joining us again. And actually, we do have some new registered viewers.
This is true.
And I would just like to give a little something of a shout out to Old Hack.
Hey, Old Hack. Another guy that's been around for a while. Are you just registering now?
What up with that, huh?
Oh, dude. You've been away for a while, though. It's nice to have you joining us back. Thanks for coming back to us. Good to see you.
Also, who do we have? Timothy Keeling.
Hey, Timothy.
Godman.
And... Sounds powerful. Like Root.
And Manoj Saroia. I probably botched that.
Did you do that one right?
Manoj
Minaj. Oh, okay. It's like two names. Saroya. Is that? Are we close?
I don't know.
It's a competition right now. Minaj.
Who has the best literacy skills in the room?
Who's closest?
I think I'm down 2 points already. So embarrassed. But regardless, we are so glad to have you as an official registered viewer. And what are the perks of being a registered viewer? Well, Robbie, you tell them.
Well, let's start with tonight's draw. What do you say? Okay, now I know that these are 2 little boxes.
Oh, no.
And it's all that I have to display to you. It's just kind of what I can fit on my desk. But if I rip into one of these, when they've got wonderful tape on it, of course they do. Of course.
There's a lot jam-packed in there. Okay.
What is it about eco-alkalines? Now, first of all, if you're in Canada, these are now available at Best Buy Future Shop. Mm-hmm. Okay? Go get some. There's a lot of batteries in this box. Yeah. So, while it looks like a box
really
here, there's a lot of these. Okay, so this is kind of, this is one box of, this is the AA batteries. So we're going to send you a box of that.
So
we're going to send you
of those guys.
Yeah, a box of 24 AAA. Nice. We're going to send you, what else do we have? 9 volt, C, D.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
All these batteries. And I'm ready to give them away. I said it at the top of the show. Did you get your ballot in? Wasn't that a creative way to open it? Now I'll never be able to get it closed.
Oh, man. I'll figure that out later.
For the eco-alkalines, folks.
Ooh.
Are you ready?
Yes.
So exciting. We gave you a chance a couple of weeks ago and last week to get your ballots into us. Mm-hmm. We've accumulated your ballots. We've loaded them into Drawbot. Drawbot, do your thing.
Do your thing.
It's time
Drawbot.
to find out who gets these eco-alkalines batteries. Here we go. Bob K54 in Albuquerque, Turkey, and Dennis Kelly. Dave, Rev D Jenk, Tuxtech. It's going to get really fast, so I won't be able to keep up. Greg N and Jay Blake 50. Oh, I've lost it. Bill 7077. Come on.
So many friends.
Good luck, everyone.
So many possibilities.
For more information on eco-alkalines, if you want to learn about what makes these things so special, go to cat5.tv/eco. Basically, it boils down to this. They are excellent batteries.
True.
They are powerful batteries that are long-lasting. They compete with the big boys. Mm-hmm. We'll just say that. They are available in retail stores. You can pick them up in Canada at Best Buy and the Future Shop. 2 very big retailers here for electronics and all that kind of stuff that you need batteries for. But these are carbon neutral, environmentally friendly. They contain 0% cadmium, lead, or mercury. You've seen them on the show before. Things are speeding up here. This is for a great big box that we're going to send you of eco-alkalines from cat5.tv/eco. That's ECO. And the winner is TN Frank, a.k.a. Tennessee Frank.
Yeah.
Congratulations, I suppose. We are sending those batteries all the way down to Tennessee.
Would appear that way.
It would appear that way. Tennessee Frank, thanks for joining us on the show. Thanks for casting your ballot. Thanks for being a part of the community. And congratulations on your big win tonight.
Yay.
Not going to have to buy batteries for a while, that's for sure.
Yes, you're set for quite a bit.
And make sure you report back to us, Tennessee Frank. Let the community know what you think of your eco-alkalines once you put them in your devices. These things are great. I mean, they're batteries, right? But you expect your batteries to work well, to last. And here you get batteries that are also environmentally conscious, and that's something that matters to us here at the show.
Of course. It does. Yes.
Okay, so if you didn't win tonight and you're in Canada, once again, get on over to the Future Shop, get on over to Best Buy, pick up a few packs for yourself. They are competitively priced against their competitors. I just said competitors twice in a whole sentence. They are competitively priced against batteries that that they surpass the quality of. And these ones are carbon neutral. Check them out. All right. Cat5.tv/eco. Yay for Tennessee Frank joining us in the chat room tonight. Yay. Congratulations. Woohoo. I won something, he says. All right.
That is fabulous. And it's cool because people are watching all over the world.
It's true.
And not just in our chat room, but we connect with people through, if you believe this or not, through the snail mail. What does that even mean?
And I mean this, and this is not... I almost cried when I saw this, literally standing there in the post office. Thank you so much for sending this in, but this must have been sent to us before everything that happened, and, you know... But
this comes to us, actually, yes, showing the Taal volcano in Tagaytay in the Philippines. So this must have happened, yes, before all the devastation and everything that's going on over there. But I'll read to you what it says. Hi, Category 5. If you've watched Katy Perry's Roar music video, this was one of the backgrounds in the music video.
Okay.
Hope you can visit the Philippines one day. Good luck to your show. God bless. From Melody Clark.
Thanks, Melody. No, we appreciate that so much. We love having you watching the show and sending in a postcard to us. Seriously, though, I mean, your country has been through so much, and so it did affect me to receive that, and I appreciate it so much, and we'll always remember that. We have a number of viewers in the Philippines and some in South Philippines as well. I understand if the postcard is from around your area, you're probably north of most of the hard-hitting bits of the storm, but there's what the Philippines looks like on our viewer location map right now. And so we're thinking about you and your country, and we do pray for you, and we appreciate you sending that card in.
Thank you.
So, how cool to receive postcards from all over the world. And this is our viewer location map, and isn't it astounding to realize that, folks, you're a part of this huge thing here at Category 5 Technology TV. And when we appeal to you with, we do have some needs right now with our studio build, and really what we're saying is, look at all these people that are a part of this. And it's not about Hillary and I and the rest of the crew, and it's really about all of these people. Everybody that is represented by a pin on this map right now. And so
cool.
We just, we appreciate everybody. And thank you for sending in your postcards.
We love them.
We do.
We also love learning about things. What are we going to learn today, Robbie?
Are you ready for it? Tonight I wanted to show you something kind of interesting because I've been I had the thought, we here at home have a lot of MP3 files. I have CDs you can see my desk over here. I literally have CDs that are, and some over here. Right now, Christmas season is starting up, and my wife shows up with a big bag of Christmas CDs.
Oh, yeah.
From the Christmas bin, that is now unpacked. And so it ends up on my desk, and so, can you rip these for me? Because we don't have a CD player anymore.
Yeah, I guess not, eh?
So, well, what do? We're not going to pop a CD into what she sometimes does is put it in the DVD player.
Oh, yeah.
And play it on the TV.
That makes sense.
Which sounds terrible. Really. The TV does not have high fidelity. So we rip it. So we have a server with a folder that has a lot of music. And I got to thinking, why don't we centralize this? Why don't we make it so that we can push play and it will just play throughout the house?
Ooh.
We use Magic Jack and NetTalk Duos within the house. I've got an assortment of those, so I don't actually use the phone lines. So hey, why don't I disconnect the phone lines at the base and turn them into speaker wire? I can turn every phone jack in my house into a port that I can plug in speakers. Don't have to run any cable.
Think of this.
It's just the crazy thoughts that I think when I'm supposed to be sleeping at 3 a.m.
Genius.
The bag's under my eyes. Now you know. But it's, an interesting thought. So tonight we're going to look at the technology behind actually building the software end of making this happen using Linux free open source tools.
Cool.
So I actually, first of all, welcome to everybody who's in the chat room. It's nice to see you. I hope you enjoy yourself. Hillary, if anyone posts any questions about this process, then feel free to interrupt me. So, hey, ping Hillary, and I'll be happy to be interrupted by you. Okay. First and foremost, the technology behind all this.
Yeah.
Everything that I do that is even remotely awesome is Linux.
True.
There it is. I love Linux.
Ooh.
It lets me do crazy things like spherical. No, that's cool. But Linux is a powerful operating system. It's got a lot of cool features. And we're going to use this tonight for our server environment. We're going to build a music server. First of all, disclaimer. What you want to do is you want to build this on a dedicated piece of hardware. Don't do this on your main computer, because we're going to be taking over your sound card and turning it into an audio player. Okay, so you're not going to be able to use your sound anymore. So you want to build a system, get an old computer. It doesn't have to be powerful. It's just playing music, right?
Yeah.
It can be old, something that's garbage, really. And put a little hard drive in it, because you're going to maybe map a network share in order to store the music, unless you want to put a RAID array in it and do it that way. But here's the disclaimer. Don't do this on your main system. You will lose access to your sound card. Okay. Now you know.
Now
okay.
I know.
We're going to look at something called MPD. It is the music player daemon. And I could do this all through the GUI, through Synaptic Package Manager, but we're going to do some Linux tinkering tonight and have a lot of fun with it. We're going to do everything in the terminal. How do you like that, folks? Okay. I'm using Point Linux. I can go sudo apt-get update and enter my password, and that's going to allow me to update apt-get, the repositories. Now, I believe that the packages that we're looking for are in the universe repository. I think I already have that active, but just be mindful that you may need to activate the universe repository, which you can do by editing your apt sources.list file or simply use your GUI. But again, okay, we're not using GUI, are we? Right, Hilla?
Right.
Okay. Sudo nano or vi if you really want to use the terminal. etc apt sources tab to finish it off, sources.list. There it is. So just see what is in here. I don't see universe, so let's see if I have MPD, and we'll see. It may come from one of the main repositories. Now, the version of Point Linux that I'm running is based on Debian 7, so this is exactly the same as if I were to be using Debian 7. I'm going to give you the website address of the software we're going to be using before I go any further, just so that you have a brief idea as to what it is that we're doing. It is it's simply musicpd.org, Music Player Daemon. So you can read about it. You'll see that the version here is 0.18.4, which was just released November 13th, like a couple days ago, last week. So the version that's going to be available in your repository through apt, through Synaptic Package Manager, is probably going to be 0.16 in a current Debian build, unless you're running unstable, in which case you'll probably have the latest 0.18. We're okay with the fact that we're going to be running 0.16 because it has everything that we need to get going, and as we upgrade, we're going to get the new packages. We don't need to go through building the packages and all that, so we might as well just go for it. Okay, so sudo apt-get. There's a couple of different things that we need. I'm going to do things in steps so that you can understand and follow along what it is that we're doing. So MPD is the daemon. MPC is the controller. So I'm actually going to make sure I type in my command. Sudo apt-get install MPD MPC. And the MPC is basically the front end for the terminal. So after this operation, we're going to, 735 kilobytes. Wow! Do we have enough space? Yeah. You don't need a lot of space for this. So when I mentioned that you could use a dedicated system, it could be something old. Hey, why not a Raspberry Pi? Why not some low-powered $25, $30, $40 piece of hardware that you can permanently install this on, deploy this, and stick it in a closet somewhere and run it into an old amp and run speakers all through your house. And I'm using the house example because this is what I'm doing it for, but of course this would work fantastically well for a business.
True.
This would work well in your waiting room of a medical practice, or it could be used for a school if you want to play music over the PA on lunchtime, or before and after school. Great. It could also be used for on-hold music if you want to be able to stream music from your system that you have control over, or even just to be able to listen to online radio in such a way that it plays out through all of your speakers. So that's already done installing. You'll see that it's good to go. MPD failed to load database, failed to open database because it doesn't exist yet. I have never created a database. Okay. Now that I've got that installed, we're going to go sudo for superuser do, and we're going to edit. So we're going to go nano, because we're using terminal tonight. You could use Pluma if you're on Point Linux, and another Pluma using like a mate system, or you could use gedit, whatever you want. We're going to use nano. It's a text editor. And the file that we're going to edit is mpd.conf in the etc folder. So you see that is now created. This is the configuration file for the music player daemon. And there are really only two things that are set by default that we want to change here tonight. And you can get into the configuration and really customize this thing to your heart's desire. But tonight we're going to make it really, really simple. First and foremost, I have a music folder on my computer. If I go home and I go music, you'll see, oh, look, there's a Christmas album, which I have all the rights to because it's my band.
What?
So that works, YouTube. So if they come at me, because they are vicious right now with, okay, if I play music, I'm gonna get sued. So yeah, all right, we're gonna use my band.
Good call.
And it's royalty free. Open, what do they call it? Public domain.
Public domain.
Christmas is great for that. It's easy to find
That's
public
true.
domain music. Okay, so I've got music there. Great, that's my music folder. I could pop as much music in there as I want. Remember that I'm looking at this from the computer that I'm going to use as a dedicated server. Mm-hmm. So you may not have a music folder wherever you want to put your music. It could be a Samba share, which means it could be a folder on a network server or another computer on your network that you have shared, CIFS. You could map it using FS tab, and I'm throwing out a bunch of stuff. But if you don't know what I'm talking about and you want to do it, you can go onto our website, Category5TV, use the search feature over on the right-hand side and search for FSTab, F-S-T-A-B, space CIFS, or FSTab Samba. But CIFS is the current version. So that will tell you how to do it. So that's if you want to use a server somewhere else. So we've got our music folder here. It's in /home/Robbie/music with a capital M. So I could copy that to my clipboard and paste it into, but no, we're using terminal tonight. So I'm going to go music directory. See, that's right there on my screen.
Yeah, I see it.
Nano is nice because you can pretty much edit just like the old DOS edit command. It's not like VI where you got to learn the keyboard shortcuts and buy the mug. It's a little bit easier than that. Okay, so music directory is /home/Robbie, lowercase, music, uppercase, no trailing slash, and we're good to go. Next up, we need to configure our audio device, and we're going to use Pulse Audio in this case. We're using a current system. This is, again, Point Linux. And so we need to scroll down to our audio config. You see there are a few things that you can configure if you want. Keep going, keep going. I suppose I could do a Control-W, which is search in Nano, which may be advantageous to do. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, Control-W is search. We're going to go audio_config. I thought so. Oh, no, audio output. Did I say config? I'm thinking and talking at the same time. There we go. Audio output, you'll see that it is defaulting to ALSA. Comment out every line. There you go. It's just a hash, okay? And then scroll down until you see the sample for Pulse Audio. HTTPD, notice that. This can support things like being able to stream a live HTTP stream. That's kind of nice. There's Pulse. Okay, so uncomment the first line for audio output. Uncomment the type is Pulse, and the name, my Pulse output. I'm not going to set up a remote server, and I'm not going to set up a sync because I don't have either of those things. And we don't need to get into that. You can read the man pages if you want to learn about that. And then don't forget, see that thing that my cursor is on right now? That is the trailing brace. So that closes audio output. See that one opens it, this one closes it. So do not forget to uncomment that closing brace. Okay, so once that's done in Nano, our command, our cursor, our command key or whatever is Control O to write out and hit enter, and we're good to go. So now that I've saved that file, hit Control X. If you got an error while saving, you likely forgot to add sudo when you type nano. Because if I tried to edit that file without sudo and tried to write it, it'll say error writing, permission denied, because I'm not root. So I have to use sudo in order to edit anything within the etc folder. All right. So now that MPD is configured, we want to probably stop Pulse Audio. Let's give it let's stop Pulse Audio and MPD. First of all, /etc/init.d/mp, probably MPD, stop. It is stopped. Okay, now we want to kill all -9, and I'm going to kill Pulse Audio. So now I've killed my sound system, and now let's start the MPD daemon again and see if it took. Failed.
What?
Permission denied. Sudo.
Oh, yeah. There we go.
There we go. All right. Notice when I get a permission denied, that is because I'm executing something that requires it to be run as a daemon. This is a daemon. This is not an application. This is something that is running in the background. It's opening up a port 6600 on my computer to stream audio. Okay. So I have to have some way of, it has to be able to access the things that it needs to be able to access. So I can start using MPC immediately, which is interesting. I can start going, okay, MPC play. MPC is the control mechanism, right? But if I try to play, it's not going to play anything because there's nothing there to play. I haven't added anything to the playlist. So I can go MPC add and give it a web stream or a, let's say an MP3 file or something like that. We're going to learn better ways to do things, but let's look at a web stream just as the example.
Yeah, sure.
We'll go to shoutcast.com because we love it, because it is giving us a huge assortment of radio stations that are available absolutely free online. So what could we go with? Let's say something that's reliable. Kickin' Country from 181.fm. It's not available that way. Let's try just searching for, just go to the country genre. Notice how it's sorted by genre at shoutcast.com, so it's really brilliant. Okay, 181 Kickin' Country. We're just going to use that as the example. I'm not going to play it long, YouTube. There we go. Stopped. You didn't even know that was Brad Paisley. Just saying. YouTube, don't even try it. Okay. So now that I've brought up the station, I can push play and, of course, immediately push stop, right? There is a button over here on the right-hand side that brings up a new player window. So click that. That's going to launch up this little window here. Now I can close Shoutcast. I'm done because I've got my station. So what am I doing here? Well, I've got a player. What does a player need in order to operate? A player has a stream that is streaming live to it. So that's what we want access to.
Yes.
So I'm going to view source, which in all modern browsers is Control-U. And that gives us this bunch of junk. It's HTML output with some JavaScript. So I'm going to hit Control-F, which is the universal find key. And it brings up this dialog at the bottom here for find. And I'm going to type in .pls. That is a playlist file for Shoutcast. So once I've done that, you'll see it has found this tunein-station.pls ID equals blah, 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 and play status equals 0. So the only thing we want to forget about is this. Don't touch that. What we want is we want everything before that. Lose the ampersand as well. So we get the whole number and the whole URL, including the HTTP. So we've got that. Okay? Notice I'm not using the terminal here, but I will be. How about that? Copy that to your clipboard, which is right-click and copy, or Control-C is the hotkey. Now let's go back to our terminal. And you can't add that because that is a PLS file. That's a playlist. It's not the actual feed. I'm going to go into my temp folder and I'm going to go wget -O to output a file, and we'll just call this PLS, and then paste in the link that we just copied. So I just downloaded the playlist file to a file called PLS. So now I can go nano PLS, and you'll see all this stuff. All right. So you'll see that they actually have many, many different servers running this station. We can copy any one of these, but we only want the location of the server. So that's http:// and then the IP and then the port. Okay. So once I've got that, I can copy it to my clipboard, exit, and now I can go MPC, that's the controller, add, and then paste in the URL. Now, what I've actually effectively done, notice it gave me no output, but what I've done there is I've actually added Kickin' Country from 181.fm to MPD.
Ooh, okay.
All through the terminal. Strictly for demonstration. Don't worry, this is going to get a little bit less complex in just a few minutes. But I want you to understand the concepts behind what is happening here. MPD is a daemon. It operates in the background like a service. So we're controlling that and we're giving it something to work with. We've added that stream. So now MPC play. Notice.
What?
All right. MPC stop. All
Magic.
right? Just like that. So now we have our MPD. We have it set up for Pulse Audio. We've got it set up to use our system. We've got a feed from streaming radio at shoutcast.com in there, and we can push play, we can push stop. It sounds great.
Yes.
Now, of course, we can plug in as many speakers as we want, and we're good to go. Well, do we stop there? No.
No.
I want to make it so that the wife can use it.
Valid point.
Because she is not going to go and SSH into a little black box in the server room and type MPC space add. Okay, let's find the Shoutcast streams. No, you're not going to do that. But once you've done it once, it can be stored in the database. Remember the database? And then you never have to do it again. You can just click on it, and it will play.
I like that.
I like that. So we need a front end. Let's use PHP as our front end so that it can be accessed through any web browser. Sudo apt-get install PHP 5. That's going to give us PHP 5 along with the needed Apache 2. Okay? And what PHP is it's basically a programming language, an interpreter for that language, and we'll be able to actually use PHP to interact and communicate with MPD. It gives us a front end that we can access through our web browser anywhere on our network.
Okay, I see. Sounds good to me.
Just going to take a moment to install that. That's PHP.
Gotcha.
It's a web server, so you're actually turning your computer system into a web server. If you've ever wanted to build websites and be able to, test them locally, this is the way that you would do that too. Because as soon as that's done, and it's almost done, here we go. I'll actually be able to connect. There we go. Okay, now watch. I'm going to bring up my web browser, and I'm going to go localhost. And you'll see it works. Well, what is it works?
Yeah, what is what?
Watch this. cd/var www ls. There's an index.html file in /var/www. Cat index.html to output it. What does it say? It works. So what we're actually seeing there is the HTML file sitting in var/www. So if we do anything to that file, it will, of course, it will affect the web. Hi there. P. Output that. Oh, error writing. We already learned about that, didn't we?
Sudo.
Right. Okay. Just for the sake of understanding this, hello there. So what we have now is effectively a running web server on our computer.
Oh.
Okay. So now we have the power, Hillary, to control through a web server. We can interact with our computer because we have a running web server on our computer. It's effectively a server. So what we need now is a tool that runs on a PHP Apache server to interact with MPD. So the one that I'm going to look at tonight, only because it's kind of like a meta pack, and what that means is it's an assortment of tools that have been culminated together into a reasonably effective package, and you can play around with all the different things that are available through that website that I gave you, musicpd.org, but we're using one that just has a few different options built into it so that you can choose what one is your favorite and then go from there. So I'm going to go over to a website that I've created for you just to keep things simple. This one has a great big long name, so I've made it really easy. MPD for MPD PHP. Enter, and you'll see it goes all the way to PHPM preloaded. I'm getting this from GitHub instead of their official site because the official site does not support PHP 5.4, which is going to be a problem because PHP 5.4 introduces the deprecation of the import request variables function. So as they bring out new versions of PHP, you need to have tools that are compatible. That's why I'm sending you over to GitHub, because somebody has forked it and they have made it work with PHP 5.4.
Clever.
And beyond. Okay, so from here, we're over on the right-hand side, download zip. Okay, it's that easy. We're going to grab it. We're going to open it with Archive Manager. And once we've got that file, shouldn't take long. I don't think it's big.
Maybe not.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay. PHP Reloaded Master. Let's just throw that on my desktop. Okay. Show the files. There it is. So it's all that stuff. Okay. So you can read the install if you need to, but we're going to really quickly show you how to do this. So we're in var/www, and so what we need to do is we need to sudo cp, because we have to be super user because we haven't really configured our Apache server to work with proper user permissions and stuff. Keep that in mind, please, that we are not building a web server here. We're building an internal server that's, I'm assuming, is behind a firewall. Okay, we are not considering permissions and security as a big thing because we are protected in our internal LAN through our firewall. If you're doing this for a web server, please don't use these instructions because we're not. We're basically running everything as root, and this is not good practice when it comes to running a web server. Okay, that's not what we're doing. So sudo cp /home/robbie/desktop/ and what was it? php mp reloaded -master. Wowzers. Dot. Now, there's one thing, that's the destination, is the dot, current folder. One thing I need to add to that is -r for recursive. All right, and hit enter. And what we've effectively done is copied that folder to our web accessible folder.
Perfect.
So if I copy that name, because it's awfully long, or I suppose I could move it to rename it. Move php to, okay, we'll call this controller. There, that looks a little bit nicer. Controller. Okay, so now localhost /controller is going to tell me permission denied. Let's see what's going on there.
Oh man.
Yeah, let's take a look. ls-al root controller. Okay, ls. Oh, look at that. Our permissions are set that the group cannot access it. So chmod-r. Don't forget we need sudo in this particular instance. chmod-r, we're going to change the permissions 755 controller. Enter. Now if I do ls-al, you'll see my permissions will allow execution of the application from within that folder. So now if I refresh, there we go. That looks a little bit better. And you'll see if I click on php mp+, I have that one kickin' country stream that I had previously added using the command line. Because what is this? This is a front end for MPD. So I'm now controlling it from a GUI. Now, interestingly enough, now that I've got a cool GUI, there's something really awesome that I can do with it. Remember what I did when I configured this thing? I pointed the audio directory to my music folder on my computer. I have music
files.
in there. Yeah, they're my personal music. It's my personal music repository. So up here at the top, I can point to the refresh and it pops out this menu. I can go update DB and let's see what happens. Nothing, right? Well, now click on music browser. Okay. Clicking on music browser, we should see a music folder. Let's see. Do we get it? Not yet. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on switch web client at the bottom and bring up a few of the different tools. There's music, DB update. It's not getting it. Okay, so what is causing this? Let's take a look. So we know everything is running. We know that it's working.
Right.
So let's re-edit our configuration file because I'd love to be able to show you this.
Yeah.
Sudo nano. Sorry. There we go. Home Robbie music. I'm sure I typed that right. It's there.
'Tis thy season.
Yes. I'm just going to see here, folks, what could be causing that. I'm going to try removing the apostrophe. I don't think that's the case, but I just want to rule it out, just in case the strange folder name is a problem
Freaking
for
it
it.
out.
Yeah, I doubt it.
Hey, you never know.
But this is live, and no, that's not what it is. That's not a problem.
Good thing we're sorting this out, so that way we know.
I hope so. But we've got the player up and running anyways.
Which is cool.
It's cool. No directories found, it tells me.
This is so wild.
Yeah. Come on, Robbie. Be awesome today.
Robbie, you're always awesome.
No, sometimes I make a mistake somewhere along the way because I'm too busy talking.
It is tricky to
DB
talk and
update.
type at the same
It really
time,
is.
I must declare.
Why is my DB update not working? Let's restart MPD just to see. etc init.d/mpd restart. I need to be super user.
Come
Come
on.
on. And update.
Do it.
Whoa!
Yes.
Yeah!
Yes. Victory.
Yes! Yeah! All right.
Victory.
So, when in doubt, restart. Did you notice that unlike some other operating systems that we know of, when you have to restart, you have to reboot, and you got to sit there.
Yes. Takes you
Wouldn't that have been
a
fun for
while.
live TV? No, all I did was /etc/init.d/mpd, that's the daemon, restart.
Oh,
Done. Okay, so I restarted the daemon.
Beauty.
Now that my configuration files are in place, you'll notice that 'Tis the Season, the CD, is there. So I click on it. Whoa! There's the songs. Well, what do you want to do?
I
Well,
want to hear one.
let's add Oh Holy Night, because it's a classic. So you notice that my playlist over here now has Oh Holy Night.
Ooh.
Okay? So now if I go back to whatever, I can push play. Right? Yours truly. But what I like, see, notice what I'm doing here. I'm switching between different interfaces.
Mm-hmm.
This is the application we've installed, PHP MP Reloaded,
Yes.
which gives me access to all these different things. I like to switch between them because each one has their benefits and good things. For playback, I like this one. This is the PHP MP Plus. So with this one, I can use the playlist at the bottom here, just like a music player, from any computer in the house, and it will play.
Cool.
Cool.
That is cool.
We'll just let. Can you control it? Can I skip over to the good parts? I don't think.
Sure. Oh, maybe. Maybe not.
See, I can play it for more than 30 seconds, because it's me.
It's him.
It's me. So enjoy.
That's cool.
There it is. That's your music player for your
Good job.
for your
Robbie.
home, for your your waiting room. Here it comes. Wait for the beat to drop.
Did not anticipate that.
Didn't see that coming?
No. But I should have known. Being a full friend's fan.
Yeah. Christmas is coming, folks.
Let's bring it. Bring it on. Oh, that is fun. And now in an impromptu dance party.
So, if anybody recognizes the orchestration behind that, produced by my buddy Toby Emerson.
Oh.
So, just so you know. All right,
Very
so
cool.
there you have it. That's it.
Nice. Beautiful.
There we go. MPD,
Did
MPC
it.
installed. Runs great on a Raspberry Pi. I think that I need to pick up a Raspberry Pi just to build something like this.
Yeah, that's
So,
cool. Good
how do you like
idea.
that?
I like it a lot.
Thanks, everybody.
That was cool. Very well done. And you figured it out along the way.
Sometimes
And
you got to.
show
live.
people what to do if they have wildly named albums or what have you. You know what I mean? You gotta figure these things out, guys. Come on.
Okay, I'll put a link to the CD in the
Yes.
show notes. Fine.
This is the best
Talking
day
into it.
ever.
All right. I would love to answer a couple of your questions if we have time. We do have news stories, though,
We
and I know
do.
I talked, and I blah, blah, blah,
Robbie,
blah, blah.
stop.
I want to do all these things. Oh, it's so annoying when I do that.
Come on. That's why
Sorry.
we love it. You never know what will happen on the show.
At least I gave away a prize to Tennessee Frank, so he's happy.
Yeah, oh yeah, he's
Maybe
happy.
somebody that's watching right now is like, oh, now I got something to do with my music collection. This is awesome.
Hey, it is awesome.
All right, what do you got for us, Hel?
Okay, here are the top stories from the Category5.TV newsroom. A supercomputer built by the Chinese government has retained its place at the top of the list of the world's most powerful systems. Tianhe 2 can operate at 33.86 petaflops, the equivalent of 33,863 trillion calculations per second. Can't even wrap my head around that. This is according to a test called the Linpack benchmark. There was only one change near the top of the leaderboard. Switzerland's new Pizdaint, with 6.27 petaflops, made 6th place in the top 500 list. Insane. Moving on. Twitter is launching its emergency alert service to users in the UK. The system sends messages from organizations, including the police forces and the Environment Agency, during emergencies to those who have signed up for the service. Users receive the alert as a text message, and it also appears in their Twitter timeline with an orange bell symbol. The service was developed after the Japanese tsunami in 2011, when Twitter was widely used to find out information.
Now, what happens, though, if a hacker compromises such a system, which I would assume is going to be...
It could happen.
A really... that's what the hackers are thinking that. I guarantee you.
Turds.
There's your quote for the night.
You can quote me on that. I got lots of thoughts about lots of things.
All right.
Yahoo! Yahoo has announced it will encrypt all user information that moves between its data centers by the end of March 2014. Wait a minute, they're not already doing this?
No.
The internet provider said it had taken this step after allegations the U.S. government had secretly accessed users' data without the company's knowledge. In October, the Washington Post obtained documents from former National Security Agency contractor Edward Snowden. They alleged the agency had broken into the main communication links that connect Yahoo's data centers. In a statement released on the company's Tumblr account on Monday, Chief Executive Marissa Mayer said, "I want to reiterate what we have said in the past. Yahoo has never given access to our data centers to the NSA or any other government agency. Ever."
Wow. Can I just touch on this?
Yes,
just
you may.
to kind of resolve this whole thing. Okay, wow. We do a TV show, and even I encrypt the data when I'm transferring it to our servers. We have servers all around the world to be able to accommodate our viewers. It's encrypted transmission. It's Creative Commons. This is publicly accessible stuff.
I know.
And we encrypt it.
I know.
And they're not encrypting the user data between data centers? That's crazy.
So crazy.
Hillary,
freaking me out.
you go stand over there, and with everybody watching, I'm gonna just yell out to you my credit card number.
Oh, okay.
And we'll just see if anyone else picks up on it. And if they do, I will just say that I have never given them my credit card number. That's what it's akin to. I mean, Yahoo is transmitting this stuff openly, and then, we've never given it to the NSA. Come on, really?
Wow, I know who I
You
won't
better move on to the next story before I get angry at some Yahoo.
Agitated.
Yeah. Wow. No, seriously.
I know, and it's insane. It's ridiculous.
And they're talking like this is a good thing. Oh, we're going to encrypt now. Wait a second.
Where you been?
I have an account and you haven't been encrypting it? Excuse me?
I know. Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yahoo. Yeah, no.
Sorry.
Head of the Kaspersky.
Kaspersky. You got it.
Kaspersky. Here we go. Kaspersky Lab and renowned security expert Eugene Kaspersky has revealed that the International Space Station was infected by a USB stick carried into space by a Russian astronaut, infecting systems on the space station.
Brilliant.
He did not elaborate on the impact of the infection or how it affected operations of the International Space Station.
Cue the scene from Gravity where the ISS explodes.
I haven't seen that yet. Don't blow it for me. Kaspersky did say he had been told from time to time that there were virus epidemics on the station. According to Kaspersky, the infections occurred on laptops used by scientists who use Microsoft Windows as their main platform. And carried USB sticks into space when visiting the ISS. In May of this year, the United Space Alliance, the group which oversees the operation of the ISS, moved all systems entirely to Linux in order to make them more stable and reliable.
That's a quote.
That's
fantastic.
That's a quotable.
There you
Those
go.
are our news stories.
Check out more at category5.tv/newsroom. We actually post the full stories with the links to their source articles.
Yes.
So if you want to read more about anything that we mention in the newsroom, that's where you want to go. category5.tv/newsroom.
Totally true.
Well, we've got time for probably one quick question. And I apologize if you sent in your question. I didn't get to it tonight. I really intended to. I didn't realize that showing you how to build something awesome was going to take so long. But don't forget, we have our Google Plus Hangout immediately following the show.
Yes.
We've got to just kind of wrap up our files, and then about 15 minutes after, 8:15 our time in Eastern time, we will actually be hosting a Google Plus Hangout. So if you've got your webcam, get it ready right now. Get your microphone plugged in, and be ready for our Google Plus Hangout so that you can actually chat with Hillary and I about anything. Anything.
Food, literature, culture.
Yahoo. If you want to rant.
We will be here, so stick around for that. But before we hit that, let's just try to get one question. Here we go.
All right.
This is coming us to coming to us from Kek.
Hey, Kek.
Basically, I'll just summarize. A coworker got her laptop stolen.
Oh no.
And had her work and home email accounts on it. All the things are password protected. But they're nervous about how many things that they had on there that would require a password. So he lists work emails, Wi-Fi passwords, home email password, Wi-Fi password at home. Unfortunately, the Thunderbird address book is gone with names, addresses, email, phone.
Yeah.
But she never let the web browser store passwords.
Yeah, but you still typed them in. I don't know. Boy, oh boy, that's a bad situation, isn't it? And it makes you think, yeah, well, if someone stole your laptop, what do you lose? Of course, you lose stuff, but also, what do they now have access to? So, okay, what about online banking? Is she using online banking?
Well, it doesn't indicate that, but home...
You never let your browser memorize it, so that's... It only happens once, right? I mean, okay, first of all, you can look at browser history. You can look at the browser stored passwords. In any computer, you can actually reveal the password in plain text. So if there were any in Firefox, Chrome, Internet Explorer, whatever, easy to find. The things that you need to be concerned about, yes, you're right, Wi-Fi, okay? Because if this person who stole the laptop is clever and sees, oh, well, okay, they work at BMO, so I'll use the BMO Wi-Fi and be able to access the business network.
Yeah.
Then,
creepy.
Well, the manager over there actually has a network share on their computer, and there's one on the server, and it's open to the laptop, and it's got all of the confidential customer data. Mm-hmm. So, at the workplace and at home, I know it's painful, but you got to talk to the boss and say, okay, we need to change our Wi-Fi password. No questions asked. It has to be done. We need to change the Wi-Fi password at home. That's going to lock down the ability to access the networks from outside. What else have you done on your computer, though? Does it have personally identifying stuff? Do you have pictures that have been imported from your iPod or iPhone? Because those contain geolocation data. So if I take a picture with my iPod and then I save it to my computer and then somebody looks at that photo, they can actually look at, okay, well, where was this photo taken? Pops a pin in a map. And it shows me exactly where that photo was taken. So that's all fine and good if you want to figure that out for yourself. But when someone obtains a copy of that file, now they know, what were your pictures? Do you have kids? Do you have pictures of your kids? Don't mean to scare you, but it really is a scary thing that they can look at that geolocation data and find out where this picture was taken. A lot of pictures taken at home. A lot of pictures taken at your favorite places. So that's scary stuff. What else? I think it really just boils down. It sounds like you know what you're doing. Preventative measures are the really important thing. I would have, if in hindsight, if you could go back in time, I would say get a copy of ESET Smart Security. I'm talking version 6, version 7, preferably, because it came with ESET anti-theft. So if someone steals your laptop, you can actually shut them down. Or you can track it by geolocation, much like the Locate My iPhone. You can actually track it down. You can actually activate the webcam and see who it is that's sitting typing at your computer trying to hack into your account.
That's so creepy.
But it's good because it's your computer. I don't care about creeping out the guy who stole my laptop. And unfortunately, there's really nothing else you can do but change every password that you can think of. And you didn't save any in the browser, but it's still possible that they're there somewhere. Who knows? Do you have any files in the computer or anywhere that have any personal data? It's a scary thing.
I know.
And even just looking at your internet history, where have you been? Can it be used to figure out things like passwords? Is email on the home email password? You have email on your computer. You had Thunderbird, you said, because you lost your contacts, and you obviously didn't have a backup. That's unfortunate, and that goes without saying. We need to have good backups. Email can be used to obtain passwords for sites.
Yes.
So, user stole your laptop, sits down, says, okay, where have they been? Oh, there's their banking. They didn't save the password, so I can't get in. Oh, there's Twitter. I can't get in. Facebook. Oh, I can't get in. Well, I've got Thunderbird. Go to Facebook. Forgot password. Send it to me.
I know.
Emails them the password.
Creepy.
Or the link to change the password.
Yeah.
Now, because they've changed the password, you are locked out of Facebook. You are locked out of your online banking. You're locked out of Twitter. Whatever of these services. They now have access to your account.
Creepy.
All of your friends. They might even pretend to be you for a while. And you can't do anything about it. You can tell mom and your family and say, hey, if anyone messages you from my Facebook account, don't listen to them. But what about your other 400 friends on Facebook? Because we all have 400 friends. It's just an approximation. It's average. So,
needless to say, change everything.
Everything. Sorry. That's all the time that we have. On that note, thanks everybody.
Busy show.
Hope you had fun, and I look forward to chatting with you after the show. We've got that Google Plus Hangout. All you have to do is get over to cat5.tv/G+. You're not going to see the link right away because we've got to wrap up our files and get them uploading to the server for tonight's show. But once we have got that initiated, we will be joining you in the Google Plus Hangout at cat5.tv/G+. So that's all the time we have. Hillary, always a pleasure to have you here.
It was a slight.
While you're wearing that shirt, I absolutely must do this.
It's the last time I can wear green.
Last time for a while. Let's get that thing off of there.
Chroma key.
Ooh,
Magic.
Cool shirt. How do you like that?
Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you again soon.
Take care. See ya.
Bye.
We hope you enjoyed the show. Category 5 TV broadcasts live from Barrie, Ontario, Canada every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. If you're watching this on demand or through cable TV, check out the local show times in your area at Category5.TV and find out when you can watch live and interact in the community chat room. Category 5 is a production of Prodigy Digital Solutions and is licensed under Creative Commons Attribution 2.5 Canada. We'll see you next time. Thanks for tuning in.